you know, you never heard about when they send a horse off to the knackers yard, they turn them into glue, don't they? I mean, they don't just chuck the horse, you know, they use some of it for meat. I'm not suggesting me here, I'm just saying they use some of the horse for meat, some of it for leather, but they can use the glue afterwards. So I'm kind of thinking, you know, you're talking about cutting costs. Is that something that can be incorporated into anything? You know, can you include anything where the costs are offset by, I don't know, that or other things?
No, you can get a cheaper plan. They're not going to make it the glue.
You can't offset selling off that. Okay, fair enough.
Listen, sell your organs in the black market if you want. It's going to give you a lot of money. It's not going to be something I'd advise, but
that's the money as well. I was thinking that. What about hair as well? Can that be? No, because I'm just thinking you could probably offset the costs as you know, to other things as well to reduce you know, because you said, you know, the prices are rising and all that. Do you know what I mean? I'm just thinking.
Yeah. It's as simple as no matter what kind of concept you come up with, what kind of silly concept we kind of save you money, making into glue. Realistically, the family, the funeral is never for you. If you're going to die, you're going to be buried, you're going to be burnt. One of the options.
Yeah, exactly.
That funeral is not for you. It's for the family you leave behind you, for your kids, for your partner. Now, even out of respect, I'm sure they'd want you to have something rather traditional, whether a normal burial or a normal cremation, instead of something that's some kind of imagination fathom that's going to make you into glue. That's not going to happen. Whether it's possible or not,
money out of this, do you know what I mean? I could make, you know, I mean, you got me thinking. I could actually make a bit of cash out of my death, couldn't I?
You're not going to spend it.
Well, no, but I mean, if I'm saving it, I might as well make some cash as well. I mean, what were you saying? What are the biggest? Where's all the costs coming in? It's wood. I mean, I could even think about. I mean, it might even be worth me getting a hearse. Not for me, not for my funeral, but I could actually. There could be some money in this. Is that what do you reckon? Because if you know, I mean, the prices are rising. Well, 3,800 or something quid now. At £10,000, what was it in 2020?
10 years.
10 years time. And then it could rise exponentially. And a lot of this, I imagine. What you got? I imagine the biggest cost is going to be. Well, you got space, obviously, depending on you got the space in a plot. Nothing you can do about that. That's a property, isn't it? The rest of the cost.
Yeah, that's probably.
You got hearse costs.
The rest of the cost is the funeral director services, the hearse, the car, the coffin itself. Coffins are expensive.
Or the horses.
Or the horses, if you want horses, we can arrange that. It's as simple as if you think it's something you actually might benefit from. We'd like to give you some info and get through. Go
ahead, and then I can cost it up because I'm thinking, now I'm thinking about it. There's other things that could come into play here. Go for it. Go ahead.
Is it something you are kind of definitely considering, or is it something you're just going to chat to me for the sake of it?
I'm not massive. It's not, I'm just chatting away. Do you know what I mean? I'm not trying to waste your time. I'm just chatting away. I'm not really that interested in it, but I am interested in hearing about it because it's something I've never heard of, never even considered it. It's quite interesting, isn't it?
Okay, well, I'm going to run you through what all the plans include. Now, I'll ask you just one question now, then what plan would suit you more, okay?
Go ahead.
No worries. So, all the plans include the funeral director services, like I mentioned, and of course the kind of advice and guidance on arranging the funeral, so you get some help there. Now, they include preparation of the deceased prior to burial or cremation, so whatever you want there.
What does that mean? What's that involve?
The preparation of the deceased. So you might see yourself, if there's a funeral, if there's an open casket, if someone want that. Some families like to have the deceased maybe dressed in different clothes, prepared in the coffin. So the directors do that for you instead of the family, of course, deal with the body.
What happens if I'm in parts?
If you're in parts?
Yeah. I mean, that's a conceivable way of dying, isn't it?
Well, maybe that's when the glue can come into play.
Exactly, that's what I was thinking. I mean, it's going to take one hell of a makeup artist, isn't it? If I'm like, half of me is in, I don't know, half of me is one side of a car, the other, my legs are somewhere else. Can they manage all that? How do they do it? Is this just makeup or stitching? What are we talking about here?
No, it's just paper mache generally, I believe. No, I'm kidding. I do not know. I work for a life insurance broker, not a funeral director, so I can find out if you'd like.
No, fair enough. I'm just, it's interesting to know what they'd cover on that. Do you know what I mean? It's like, is it just the? I know what you're saying. It's to make the corpse, make the deceased look more presentable. to the viewing public, so to speak. Yeah.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. So nice and simple. Whatever it may be, I'm sure they take on board if you're in 100 parts. If you're in 2,
have you ever had anyone who's ever? It sounds a bit of a bizarre question on that topic, but do you ever have it where people, I wouldn't call it plastic surgery so much, but can you actually have the corpse? Can you make yourself look better afterwards? Do you know what I mean? It's like,
you can. It's called embalming. It's almost like a.
I mean, no one's suggesting you come out looking like Brad Pitt, but you could even have that. You could have template. Like your chin implants or. Yeah, go on. Sorry.
Listen, if you want to get chin implants, I'm sure that's something you could look into.
So I could actually conceivably add this to a plan, yeah.
Not with Golden Charter. That'd be something you'd have to outsource yourself. They're not included in the plans. No, not at all.
Okay.
Yeah, that's all. I've never had that request. I dare say, nor as many in the UK. If you know that I've had chin implants or anything.
Well, not chin implants. I mean, there's all sorts. So you could have one. You might want to just tie yourself up after you're dead. Do you know what I mean? Or you might want to conceivably. Say it was somewhere you might even want to fake your own death. Do you know what I mean? You could have someone made up to look a bit like you, collect the insurance. I'm just thinking, this could be. There's always cash here, isn't there? There's cash in all of this. But I just don't know if anyone would do that.
There's there's no cash there in these ones. Life insurance policy there is, not on a funeral plan.
Okay.
Now, it says that we kind of go around in circles a little bit here. I mean, what I can do for yourself is get you even some emails sent out with a rough idea of what's available. I'll put a link in there where you can go on. Yeah, cool. Just to kind of save us both a bit of time here, I'll get that sent out to you. So you can look at your own time. There's an FAQ on there. I'm sure they'll include things that you want answered and see kind of where you stand with your options there. Okay, but I'll get that sent out. Can I take an email just now, Gareth?
Yeah, of course. So it's I'll do the phonetic. Golf Juliet Oscar Whiskey India Lima Sierra Oscar November at hotmail.com. So that should be GJOWilson@hotmail.com.
GG Wilson on the no one is still. So what I'll do for yourself, guys, I'll get an email sent out just now, just with a quick introduction to our company, and of course a link onto Golden Charter's website. You can go on, you can have a look, you can see yourself, ask any questions you need to. If you've any questions, fire me an email back to that, and I'll get back to you with the best answer I can, or just give us a call if there's any questions or queries. Okay.
I do have one question actually. It's to do with the transport.
Go ahead.
We were talking about hearses before. Does it cover? Does it cover? You have the sort of a traveller's death. They probably.
Traveller's death.
They have the sort of the horses, carts. Well, does this call come included? Or is it just a hearse? Because a hearse could be more, couldn't it? I mean, it all depends, doesn't it? I mean, how does it normally work?
Yeah, it's down to the local funeral director. Now, if it's someone that you know that has a few horses ready to do that for you, I'm sure that they do it at no extra cost. If they need to get that in themselves, they'll have to charge an extra cost for that, for any kind of special request.
Of course. It's one thing. It's certainly on to ponder, isn't it? And as I said, never even given this any thought until now. And now all of a sudden, I've got questions all over. It's not just the cost, is it? It's how do you travel, it's where do you go after. Well, obviously that's not probably what you guys are dealing with. It's the stone, if you decide to get, what do you have, like marble?
That's again down to your funeral director. We're a life insurance broker ourselves, so we don't deal with that side of things. We just, of course, sell the product itself. Anything personal, anything like the stone, it's down to your local funeral director that you'd be assigned.
Oh, okay. That is probably the biggest cost, marble. If you think it'll be more than £3,000 to get a headstone made out of marble, that stuff is blooming expensive. Yeah,
if you want a marble headstone, you could get that sorted. But again, more than likely, extra cost as well.
Is that not typical then? I mean, excuse my ignorance here, but I just assumed all headstones are made out of marble. I don't know. I mean, are they not all?
Not all of them. Some of them are kind of painted that way, so it depends if you want to keep your cost down. Now that is, again, the headstones are not included in the plans themselves, Gareth. No funeral plan in the UK will include a headstone or a plot, because they are such personal things, and the prices range completely from where you go. So they're never included in a funeral plan.
Oh, okay. So I was going to say I can't include a plan where I've got kind of like a giant mausoleum or something.
No, that won't be included.
All right. Well, listen, I do appreciate it. You know, I mean, this is something very, very different. You know, very different to think about it.
I'm going to think of it for you, definitely. No worries. So that's what I'll do. I'll get that kind of fired over to yourself, so you can spend some time looking at it yourself. And any questions, just fire me an email. I'll give it a call, Gareth, and I'll help you out. Okay.
I appreciate your time today. Thank you.
No, so thank you. You take care, Gareth. Thank you. Bye bye.